Kathy, if you could give us like 2 or 3 things that you could suggest, some action points people could take right now to help defeat rhinos, what would that be?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think the thing that I've learned over these past several years now, and it's something I've been practicing for a large portion of my life, is just to be bold. Just speak true. You know what? Senator Doug Mastriano say, walk as free people. Just be free. Stop playing their games. I stopped a long time ago. It's kind of like it reminded me of when we were kids, and if we didn't want to play anymore, we just got our balls and walked off, right? I don't want to play with you anymore. I don't want to play these games. You're hypocritical. The rules keep changing. I don't want to play anymore. And I just stopped playing their games. I stopped wearing the mask. I stopped acquiescing and trying to help people understand or reason with people. These are unreasonable people. So,
Right.
one, just be free. I'm telling you, that is the most powerful thing we can do against a totalitarian regime, is just determine within yourself, I am free and I'm going to remain free, right?
Wow.
So that's one. The second thing, more practical things that you can physically do in addition, is get on, find out, become a committee person in your local area. Once you become a committee person, and if you get enough of you guys, you start coalescing, you can get rid of the Rhino committee chairs over your county. That is very powerful, especially if you're in some of the more populated areas. The second thing you can do is to well, in addition, so become a committee person, also become a state committee person. These are the people who actually will endorse or not endorse a Rhino candidate to be the one that will go before the people. So I think that's very powerful. So one, be free and walk as free people. Two, become a committee person or a state committee person. Those are very powerful roles. I just went through the whole dog and pony show as a candidate for Senate. I understand the power of that. And the third thing, if I can be so bold to suggest, stop picking people who don't need you. Think about that for a moment. In the Republican Party, I don't know what Democrats do because, again, they suck. But within the Republican Party, what we do is that our leaders, our influencers, they specifically pick people to put before you, the American people, the voters who don't need you. They don't need you. They're so rich themselves.
Right.
They can buy whatever they want to buy. They can do whatever they want to do. They can go wherever they want to go, and they don't need the support of the people until it's time to vote. And then after you vote for them, they shoo you away. And then when you need them, like we needed them these past 2 years, they look at you and laugh and say, why would I help you? You specifically picked me because I don't need you for anything. Politicians cannot serve both lobbyists and the people.
Wow.
Think how many times you texted your leaders, and I'm not talking about Democrats, I'm talking about Republicans. How many times did you text them? How many times did you show up at rallies? How many times did you send emails to them and call them? Who stood up for us? There were a few, but you can count them on one hand and still have fingers. So my advice to you, stop picking people who don't need you because just because they're the richest person in the room. Because that's how our leaders pick our candidates. How rich are you and how much of your own money are you willing to spend? Because you don't need me for anything. You could just go do it yourself. I think that's a bad formula because we've been using that for some time, and we solely pick people just because they're the richest person in the room and are willing to use their wealth. But that's not really helping us in a time when we need people who will actually stand up and fight for us.
That's awesome.
It's brilliant.